Hi ladies, welcome to another edition of Shar Shoutouts, okay? First off, let me acknowledge Shaylin Sims from Ontario for picking the fabulous name. Yay, Shaylin! Okay, anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about anal products. Now, I know that anal products can be a very touchy topic at parties. And you know what, you guys? It's all in the approach. It's all in the way that you address it. It's all in the way you present it. Okay, now, surprisingly enough, there is a huge percentage of couples out there that enjoy anal foreplay. Okay, now, I do get a lot of women in the order room that tell me that, you know, they wouldn't mind experimenting with anal foreplay if they could just get past that whole pain thing, which is totally an understandable reason why people wouldn't really try it as often. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my demos on what I say when I'm talking about anal products, okay? One of the things I do say in the beginning, you know, I talk about please don't mention anything negative. You know, you may not be into everything I speak of, like for example, anal products. You know, not everyone is into anal products, but that is okay. But I would like to ask that if you can please keep any negative comments to yourself. You know, if you're not interested in it, just so someone else in the room who may be thinking about experimenting with it doesn't feel uncomfortable. Okay, so I'm going to show you my demo for the anal products. Okay, so what I say is, ladies, okay, anal foreplay is something that I hear very often in the order room from many, many women that say they wouldn't mind experimenting with it if they can get past the pain. Okay, so I'm going to show you some different tips and techniques on how you can tolerate, I shouldn't say tolerate, but how you can make it through anal foreplay and actually make it a very pleasurable experience. Okay, so what we've got is, this here is the Playful Plug. Now, the Playful Plug is a very flexible jelly. Okay, it also has a little hole here, you know, basically for easy entry, you know, being able to hold on to it. But what you can also do is you can add like a mini bullet to it just to add some vibration, some stimulation to the anal plug. Okay, the Playful Plug, it's a great first time experimentation toy to use when you're going to experiment with anal, because it's not intimidating. You know, it's very flexible, not very intimidating. Now, I think what happens is a lot of women make the mistake of doing this. What they do is they think that when they're experimenting with anal, they think that if they use an entire bottle of lubricant on his penis, that that's going to make all the pain go away. Okay, yes, wetter is better. I always say wetter is better. Lubricant is the #1 sex toy that we have out there, is lubricant. But if you're going to put it on him and he's going to go to penetrate, okay, what's the first thing that we do, ladies, when they're going to penetrate? We're like, happy place, happy place, happy place. You're trying to think of anything you can to just get out of the situation because you're afraid he's going to go, and you're going to go, pew, you're going to just fly across the road. Okay, so you want to just be very careful. Make sure that when you're doing it that you are using all the precautions, because you definitely don't want to hurt yourself. Okay, so we think if we use an entire bottle of lubricant on, that's going to make it better, and it really isn't. Okay, but here is a suggestion that I have for you. #1, we sell a product. It's called Topical Ease. Okay, and what is that? It's not made to numb an area. So please don't think that if you purchase the Topical Ease or the anal cream that that's going to make the pain go away, because it's not, right? But what it will do is it will desensitize the area to make it more pleasurable for you. Okay, so please know that if your body expresses pain, it's trying to tell you something, okay? Something isn't right. So just make sure you pay attention to your body. Okay, and I'm not going to lie, being drunk helps a little bit too. But you want to make sure that you don't hurt yourself, okay? Now, another thing is, instead of putting the lubricant on him and having him penetrate, this is what I suggest that you ladies do if you want to experiment with anal. Okay, you take the toy like the Playful Plug. What to do, you use plenty of lubricant, and then when you are the one in control of the toy, you use it to penetrate yourself. Now, the reason for that is because you know what your body can tolerate. You know when to stop, when to go, when to adjust to the right, when to adjust to the left. You know what you can handle, okay? So when you're in control, you trust yourself 150%. Okay, not saying that we don't trust our man, but you know what, there's just to a point where you just don't know if he's just gonna go crazy. So when you are in control of the toy, that makes it such a more trusting and pleasurable experience for you, okay? And I'm gonna be honest with you, when experimenting with anal, you know, I've heard many testimonies on this, but it can be very, very pleasurable, okay? So I'm gonna pass the Playful Plug around so you can take a look at this and just see how it feels, but it's very flexible. And like I said, it's a great first time toy to use. You can use any toys that you have for that matter, but this is a great one for first time. Okay, now what I'm going to show you here, this here is the Love Wand. Okay, now the Love Wand, as you can see, it's very, very pretty. Very pretty purple color. But the thing about the Love Wand is that it is a multi-purpose toy. Now, not only can you use it anally, but you can use it vaginally. And that's what I'm going to start with first off. Okay, what you do is, you know, the vaginal walls, the first 2 to 3 inches is where all the nerve endings are. Okay, so when you get a man that thinks that he's got to be this long, for us to be pleased in bed. That's not the case. He could be this long and this thin, and it's not going to do much for us. Okay? But if they're shorter and as fat as a can of corn, then, we might give them our phone number. I'm just saying, okay? But where the Love Wand comes into play is when you use plenty of lubricant. And the thing about this is it's more of an on-off stimulator. So this is going to stimulate the vaginal walls very, very well. So what you can do is when you insert it in and out, okay, this is going to turn it on and off for you. You can double it up whatever way you want to use it, okay? But this is great for vaginal foreplay, okay? But also for anal foreplay. Now, we've all met that guy, okay? Here's the way the anal foreplay works with the Love Wand, okay? We've all met that guy. That guy. Sometime in our life, we'll meet him one time or another. But that guy that says, you know what, you are so pretty. Gosh, I just love the way the sun hits your face. I was thinking, babe, why don't we just try to do this? Let's try it from behind. I promise I'll be gentle. I'll buy you a steak dinner, baby. I love you. Because you know why? The past 2 weeks, since I've met you, have been the best 2 weeks of my life. I love you, girl. And I think that we should try this. Okay, now, we've all met that guy, right? Now, here is the thing about that guy. There is nothing wrong, ladies, with turning the tables on your men. Because just like we have our G-spot, they have their prostate or his he-spot. Okay, and what happens is so what you do is you take the Love Wand, okay? If you love your man, you use plenty of lubricant. No, I'm kidding. Always use lubricant, ladies. It's very important. So use plenty of lubricant. And what you do is, I'm not telling you to use the whole thing. Okay, I'm not telling you roll it up in a ball, put it in and go, poof. Okay, I'm not saying that. But what you do is you use 1 bead, 2 beads, 3 beads, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay? And then once you get inside, when you hit the back, that's the prostate. So you can just wiggle it around like this or do circular motions. And that's going to be great. Now, when he is just about to finish, how are you going to know he's going to finish? You're going to come around and you're going to say, excuse me, baby. Hi, I was just wondering, can you tell me when you're just about to finish? Okay, great. Okay, carry on. Okay, so when, you could be playing with the boys, performing oral on him while, you're getting him where you want him to be. And then just when he's ready to finish, what you're going to do, ladies, is this is very important. You're going to pull the beads out 1 bead at a time, very, very slowly. Okay, ladies? Ladies, he is not a Black & Decker lawnmower. Okay, so don't take this and go, because he's going to go, and he's gonna donkey kick you across the room, and it is not pretty. Okay, there's nothing sexy about being donkey kicked across the room. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna have, Nike footprints on your boobies. Your boobs are gonna end up in your back, and it's just not sexy. Okay, and every time you hear donkey, it's gonna bring back flashbacks. So just be careful. Okay, very, very slowly. But the Love Wand can be a great toy. Again, not only can it be used vaginally, but also anally, and this is a great toy to use. And also, a lot of women are not aware that when you have the beads you buy from the store that have the string in between, okay, those are supposed to be for one-time use only. Okay, the string can harbor bacteria, and that's just not very hygienic. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But this is a great toy, and this is the Love Wand. I highly recommend it. It's a great price, and it's a multi-purpose toy. Okay. So ladies, I hope you enjoyed that, the anal products, the demos that I just showed you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, okay? And have a great day. Bye.